Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's me, Still Inferno, and I'm back with another video after quite some time here. But we're just gonna go ahead and get right into the video. So, another 2 weeks come and go, which means another MLC. So this just gonna be another typical Zero Cycle showcase for this the latest MLC. And the reason why I keep doing Zero Cycle showcases is one, because I just like doing them, and might as well make videos about it if I'm gonna do them. And two, it's kind of a good test to see how MOC changes and how that changes how I go about zero cycling it. So with the last couple of MOCs, I've had to switch to Jiao instead of Silverwolf because the stack generation that he has is so much better for Acheron than Silverwolf. Even though Silverwolf does enable quite a bit of damage, he also does as well. And he's AoE again. That's just better for Acheron than Silverwolf. And at what point does this team stop being effective at zero cycling? Who knows if we're ever going to get there, or maybe it'll be next patch, who knows. But yeah, so it's kind of like basically a benchmark of where my account's at, how strong is it, and how well it can still compete in, or I say compete, but how well it can still perform, I guess, in the newest MOCs. So we're just gonna get right into the showcase here, and yeah, it's a pretty short one. I was able to zero cycle it in let's see. So this video here is from 2 attempts, and then this is where the actual complete zero cycle starts. So in about, I don't know, roughly 2.5 minutes, somewhere around there, a little bit less. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this and show you how it went. So of course we're starting out with everyone's techniques, and of course we have to do the 3 slashes with Acheron. We always do that every single time. So it's actually, hang on, that there's already a big thing here. Let's go back. So right here with Acheron, it's very important to have the stacks appear on this enemy right here versus anything else. Obviously she she prioritizes more higher level enemies to put the stacks on. So sometimes she'll put them over here and it just doesn't really work. Yeah, so this one needs to die first because of the dots that they put on everyone. They actually end up doing a ton of damage, and we don't have a sustain here, obviously, so we really want to prevent as much damage as possible by killing, this one before anything else. So there's that. So we're just gonna keep going here. So obviously we sparkle into Acheron here, building up all the stacks, and then we target those guys. We wait to ult with Acheron so we can do Jiao Cho's thing. We skill him and ult. So he has Silverwolf's light cone, which gives him extra energy, which is why he was able to ult there. And then we ult with Acheron. And then you notice we have the 3 stacks there because we were able to get to 3 stacks before ulting with Acheron. Now we ult with Ranmei, and we have slow Ranmei here. So we're going to keep that up, I believe, for the rest of the zero cycle. And then we ult with Sparkle as well. So back into Acheron, and we do Ranmei, and we almost kill him, just about. Jiao Cho should be able to pick things up, and even if he can't, well, we have Sparkle to bring Acheron back up, which will allow us to Acheron ult on the second wave as soon as they come out, which we do. And just absolutely delete the first wave there. So 1.7 mil also, that's insane. But yeah, so that prevented so much damage, like those dots that we didn't get applied to our team there. So this one, and okay, hang on, I need to pause there. So having Ranmei get the Alien Dream here, pretty big, because obviously we need the rest of these guys. We need Sparkle, obviously, to be able to, bring Acheron back up. We need Acheron, obviously, because she's the only one dealing any major damage. Jiao Cho is there just to help with stacks. Ron Mei is the only one that doesn't really help with generating stacks for Acheron, so having these three up while she gets slept is the way that this needed to go. So I'm glad that it did. We're going to continue here. So that's absolutely fine. Plus that delays Ron Mei even more, so that we're still in her ult. So there's that. And then yeah, we sparkle into Acheron again. We ult here. You know, same song and dance. I'm kind of just using Sparkle's ult whenever it comes up, even if we still have it on, because it kind of helps. I mean, it just helps with the team keep it up. And this is this? I don't. Oh yeah. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. 1.9 mil damage there. So yeah, I mean, that was the zero cycle. It was pretty quick and pretty easy. So just real quick, I'm gonna go over to the actual game here and show you guys the builds. So as for the builds here, we have Acheron. She's changed a little bit. We swapped her relics around a little bit just to give her a little bit better crit damage and crit rate. And that's pretty much it. She's still, I mean, obviously the traces aren't going to change. The light cone ain't going to change. Relics here, again, we swapped a little bit. We've been farming a little bit here because I was trying to test Silverwolf still with this set versus Quantum. I just think that Quantum's, per my testing, Quantum just definitely edges out. And of course, she's E2. Now for Jiao Cho, let's see. His effect hit rate is really big for him. Running Silverwolf's light cone there, more effect hit rate and more energy, so that way he can ult more often, and that's just, you know, more stacks for Acheron, which is what you want. Here's his traces. Nothing too crazy. Maxed his talent there. That's pretty much it. For relics, we're running wind set. So this is actually a pretty big change for Jiao Cho. We had it was 2-piece of the dot set and 2-piece of the attack set, so you know, as much attack as possible. But we went ahead and, you know, we're running the wind set on him, so that way, obviously, and we're running Von Wag here, so he gets action advanced. So you saw at the beginning there when Sparkle advanced Acheron forward, she still went behind Jiao Cho, which allowed him to skill and then ult, which is stacks and more stacks for Acheron, and then she ults, and then yeah, it's all just, everything just gets deleted because Acheron is still insane. So yeah, and then whenever he does ult, he gets his action advanced by 25%. And with the speed that he has, it could be better. Like, it, you know, I'd love it to be obviously closer to 160, but that's not bad. For Eidolons, we are E0 on Mr. Jiao Cho here. So there's that. We have Sparkle. I still like Sparkle above just about every other Harmony, in my opinion, for most of the teams that I play. Like, unless I'm playing specifically Break, where Ron Mei is just actually better. In most other cases, I'm probably going to grab Sparkle because the action advance, the skill points, the damage boost, just really good for, in my opinion. And she boosts crit rate too, like absolutely insane. So for her light cone, rocking her signature again, more it's crit for everyone, and you know, all the other stuff that she does. Traces, fully maxed, pretty easy there. Same setup as Jiao Cho. She's running 4-piece wind with 2-piece Von Wag. She is indeed E1, just to get all the characters even more buffs. And of course, she is 200 crit damage with 164 speed. So yeah, she's definitely the best built character on my account. And yeah, you obviously saw it in the zero cycle there. And now we have Ron Mei. Now, I do think, again, for my account, I think Sparkle's like the best support for my account. Because I don't run too much. I do have Firefly, obviously, but there's so many different break teams now that you can run, especially with Rappa, and I don't really have any of those guys. So, but Ron Mei is obviously really clutch in break or out of break. So again, we're running slow Ron Mei here. Here's her stats. She has 165 break effect, some energy regen, light cone. For that run, she was 100% running her light cone. I switch it around every now and then because as you can see, I only have 2 5-star Harmony light cones. That might change in the future, but for now I have Sparkles and Ron Mays. I don't even have Robins or any of the. I don't have Bronias, but is what it is. So yeah, she was definitely running her light cone for that run. For Traces, we have everything but basic maxed out. For Relics, she's just running the. I should probably start looking into this set here. Where he's looking on ally, increases break effect for all allies by 30s. But yeah, that's probably something like an upgrade that I could look into, and maybe even changing out Talia. Who knows? 145s, which we're not meeting that, so she gets 16% break effect here, 32, 48. I mean, that's quite a bit of break effect there. But yeah, there's definitely some changing around that we could do here for sure. And then for Eidolon, she is indeed E1. So yeah, that's the team. That is the 0 cycle as well. Now I just want to talk a little bit about kind of what my plans are in the future, or I guess as far as pulling and getting characters and stuff goes. Rappa's super cool. I've seen people do some crazy things with Rappa, and to be fair, I did try to get Rappa, but what I got instead, where is she at? The bane of every account's existence. I got a Eidolon for Bailu, unfortunately. But I mean, the fact that I only have E2 Bailu with all these limited 5-stars that I have is kind of crazy. But yeah, so we weren't able to pick up Rappa. I mean, obviously, if I were, then she's just a direct swap in for Firefly with Harmony MC, Gallagher, and of course Ron May here. But I didn't get her. Now I do have a guaranteed though, so that's pretty key. But we have so many characters coming up that's it's kind of hard to figure out who to get. I'd love to have an Aventurine, specifically an E2 Aventurine, because he goes really well with Acheron. And I don't have Fei Xiao, so kind of missing a key, or Topaz actually. So I'm missing like key follow-up attack team members. Obviously Aventurine is a key member of that team as well. But yeah, so I don't have. I mean, it would still be nice to grab Aventurine though. And then of course we have Fugue coming up, aka 5-star Tingyun. She's gonna be, from what I've seen, really good for break. Which, I mean, I just have Firefly here. If I had Rappa, it would be more of an incentive to pull for Fugue. But for me, break is not like, it's useful in helping clear MOCs and pure fictions and stuff like that. But it's not like a premier team archetype on my account. Obviously the best team that I have here is Acheron, and then kind of every other team that I have, like be it Break or Dot, are kind of just like, they're just kind of there, and I just use them whenever I need to clear whatever content. So I don't really have a second. I don't know, Acheron, she's kind of her own like nihility / the debuff archetype, something like that. I mean, I guess technically Dot is that, but still, like the Acheron specific stuff. I don't really have another strong standout team archetype. I just kind of use whatever I need to get the job done at that point. But yeah, it would be cool to have Rappa, because then like the break team would be mine. But yeah, so there's that. Then there's also Sunday, who's coming out. And from what I've seen with Sunday, I think he's going to be the next character that I pick up. Him and, well, his light cone, of course. So, yeah, I think that's the route that I'm going to go. Because, well, for one, it seems like it's setting up something new coming in 3.0. And he seems like, out of the next few characters coming out, seems like the best fit for my account. And so yeah, I think that's probably what I'm gonna go for. Who knows? Maybe I'll go a little crazy and get Aventurine, but yeah, I definitely plan on getting him in the, like, he is the end goal, but there's a lot of stops to get through before we get to him. So who really knows how things are gonna go. I do have a guarantee, so there's that. That's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to share that zero cycle with you guys and kind of talk about what all plans I have for the future of my HSR account. So if you guys did enjoy the video, please drop a like. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of my plans for the future of my account, and what are the plans, what plans do you have for your guys' account in the future? Who are you pulling, be it Aventurine, Acheron, Fugue, Sunday, like who's on your must-have list? And yeah, also definitely subscribe so that way you can see more of this in the future. That's gonna be about it for the video today, guys. I will see you guys in the next one, and until then, keep it burning.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.